Kerry Ann Santos, 33 years of age, arrived at the University of New Mexico Hospital just before 4 a.m. on Saturday. She had her 3 children with her. One of them, a 3-year-old girl whose name has not been released to the public, was wrapped in a blanket. The mother told hospital staff that she came from Massachusetts and that the toddler fell ill as they were traveling through New Mexico. She said that the girl was injured after she fell off of a toilet at a gas station. A likely story. Tragically, hospital staff determined that the 3-year-old girl was dead upon arrival. Police were notified and officers immediately noticed bruises on the girl as well as pressure marks on her ankles. An organization called Crimes Against Children were called in, and the 2 other children that were with the mother were immediately placed with the Children, Youth and Families Department. The organization Crimes Against Children contacted police in Massachusetts to get the backstory in regards to the mother, and they were informed that there had been reports of domestic violence and suspicions that the mother was using drugs around the children. In addition, there were suspicions that the 3-year-old girl had been SA'd. The 2 surviving children that were placed with the Children, Youth and Families Department told investigators that the mother, her friend Christina Hopkins Pena-Cantor, and her son Austin Bing had all come to Albuquerque from Massachusetts, and that all 3 children had been SA'd. Investigators learned that the little girl's injuries happened at a home that belonged to James Welsh, and the family was staying at James Welsh's house during their family trip. Kerry Ann Santos, the mother, has been charged with 2 counts of CA resulting in great bodily harm, 1 count of CA resulting in death. She's also been charged with tampering with evidence. Her friend, Christina Hopkins Pena-Cantor, along with her son, Austin Bing, and the owner of the property that they were staying in, James Welsh, all face 2 counts of CA each. 4 scumbags, 1 lost child, 2 rescued children. There's the blessing. 2 children that have been taken out of this awful situation. The mother suspected of having been using drugs around the children, suspected of having SA'd the children. Seemingly, the mother went on a road trip with her 3 children and with 3 other creeps, a friend, her friend's son, if I understand correctly, and some other guy, all of which have been charged with CA. We don't know the details of their specific involvement. Perhaps some of these scumbags were more directly involved than others. We don't know. But what we do know is that a 3-year-old girl was taken to hospital. She was already deceased. She had bruises across her body, pressure marks on her ankles. She was being held down. 3 years of age. She had been abused. She had been SA'd. The other 2 children also abused and SA'd. Thankfully, they have survived. We're not told of any injuries that they've incurred, and we are thankful that they're now with the Children, Youth and Families Department. Not the ideal situation for any child, but a heck of a lot better than being with a psychopathic, drug-using, abusing and SA'ing mother and her cohort of scumbag friends. Again, we don't know the name of the 3-year-old girl. If we did, perhaps we could say a prayer in her name. Perhaps that information will be released. I'm sure it's out there. I'm not in a position to do extremely thorough research. I do things fairly quick and easy to allow me to cover a number of topics which I feel are important and deserving of at least some reflection, but just such a disgusting loss. And she suffered. 3 years old and she had suffered. And with that, I hope these 4 scumbags, as and when they get found guilty, of course they are deserving in the Western world of a trial. Perhaps some of them will take plea deals and even skip the trial process. I'm not entirely sure. I do hope something along those lines is the case. I think it makes it easier for those that are touched by the death of the victim concerned. And it's also an ease on the taxpayer, which is an important reality in these situations. But regardless of those points, I hope these scumbags face true justice. As and when they're found guilty, which presumably they will be, if that is the case, when they're sentenced, whatever the sentence is, which I hope it will be an extremely long time, but whatever it is, I hope they find true justice within the system, within the penal system, within the penitentiary, within the prison. I hope that the other inmates and the guards that are there are able to give these scumbags the attention that they require for justice to be served. I guess that's all I want to say within this video. I'm going to be making a couple more. Please don't listen to too many of my videos. Some of them touch us more than others. This one's pretty harrowing. We don't know the name of the girl. We don't have too many details about her history, but we know that she suffered dreadfully in a disgusting, despicable, barbaric way, monstrous way. She suffered, and with that, this is pretty heartbreaking. So don't listen to too many of my videos. They can alter your mood, and we don't need that. If you're able to do something after watching this which is going to lighten your mood, please do. But I'm going to wrap things up at this point. Of course, I do appreciate you listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and take care.